This is a newer aluminum alloy camera track stabilizer. You can mount your camera to the slider to adjust it, or to your tripod. It comes different sizes between 60, 80, 100, and 120 centimeter. I have the 80 centimeter one, and that seemed a little bit big for me. I might show down a little bit smaller, but I like the 80 centimeter one better. And let's get to it. And the little ball you have right there is a stabilizer. It has a little air pocket that shows you when your device is balanced, so you have to keep it inside the ring itself. Once you keep it on the floor, and you twist that to tighten or loosen how fast the slider you want to go with. I would say keep it at like a medium pace so you can maybe do a little bit slow motion. And it's basically meant for your camera. As long as you have the threading on the bottom, all you have to do is just twist it and turn it. You can also use it for like your iPad, your tablet, or your phone. If you have like a divider, a device that can mount it to it. And this is how it goes with that. You see it just slides up and down the rail. With this adapter, you can make your life a little bit easier when you try to mount your camera to it. You can usually pick those up for about $10. It's usually they come with tripods, but I prefer more of a easier account. This itself has a quick release plate on top, and it will make your and my life a little bit easier and everything, because there's different threadings with the rail itself. With the slider, you have 0.25, you also have 3/8, and instead of twisting your camera off every time, that can be annoying if you want to do like a quick shot, or you have to set up and break down relatively quick. This takes too long. How you have to twist it continuously, but with an adapter like this, you can also raise it at the same time too. So if you're doing a slide shot, then you can get more of a higher point of view, and you can angle it too on top of that instead of just the camera itself, and you'll have less angles to shoot with. And with the ball joint, you can adjust to any angle 360, but with this pivot, it has a quick release plate, which makes my life a lot easier, and it's higher up in the ground so you can get more of a higher angle. And it also has a stabilizer too, so you can also measure if your device is not balanced or not, which is also another good feature. But the main thing I like the most is the quick release plate. And with that, you just slide on your camera, and then you just twist it to tighten it up. With this mount, it's more of a 3/8 instead of a 0.25, like what most standard cameras use. So it just so happens there's an adapter with it, and you just swivel it in place, make sure it's nice and tight, tighten the screw on the bottom. So also make sure you don't screw it in too far down, because it can stop the rail, and you have to untie it then, which I was having a little bit of issues with. But after you do that, you just mount it, you tighten it, and then you're good to go just like that. And it's just as good as before, if not a little bit better. Just always double check to make sure it's nice and tight, because if it ever falls off, you can hurt your camera and you can be out a couple grand. But the best thing I like about this is the quick release plate. If you ever had the option, I would spend a few more bucks just for an adapter that does have a quick release plate. And just like that, and like the photos from the ad off Amazon, there's threading on the bottom to it.
I have a quick release plate for my video tripod, but I would not really recommend using the video tripod with this. I would do more of a photo tripod that doesn't really have a fluid head that can adjust or a handle that can go in any direction. And with a photo tripod, you can adjust it, and it's a little bit more straight and not as able to adjust it as much as a video one. And just like with a weight with this, it will work if I go nice and slow, but you can attach your camera to a slider to your tripod. Like I said before, I would recommend just a photo tripod and not a video one, just because that's not really quite made for that. And get something without a quick release plate, just because it's a little bit uneven. And this is what it looks with my camera, just zooming in and out. Without it, it's a little bit shaky, it stumbles a little bit. I did a second take also, and this is how it looks with it from my point of view with the slider itself. It goes relatively nice and smooth, and yeah.
And then this video footage is with the actual slider itself with my camera. And you see how it goes nice and smooth and really slow. You can make it go faster, slower, and with an adapter too, you can raise it up even higher, just so if you want to do more shots that are further back, the rail itself is not stuck in place. But I like this. You can control it compared to a gimbal, which might be a little bit more shaky, or for a close-up shot also. But each device has its own purpose, and a slider is more of a specialized tool that I would recommend. I mean, just look how nice and smooth this shot is. All in all, I like this product. It's more of a niche item for particular shots, but for the price, for about 60 bucks, I would recommend it. I might implement it later in my YouTube channel just for a couple B-roll shots, but all in all, I do like it. I like the slide mechanism.